okay.
Yeah.
Um,
But he was, yeah, no, he was constantly being evasive and weird, and like he was constantly even lying about his age, and he was just like withholding a lot of information. Where I was like, should have been a red flag. I mean, I should have been like,
should have
what
been.
the hell? But I
Yeah,
was like,
maybe
I
they.
think, I don't know, I was just so desperate for something, and I was like, I don't know. I
You know,
convinced
I think
myself that it would have been romantic and cool, and
you. I think also, people enjoy the attention.
yeah. Oh, he
I
probably
think
enjoyed it. Yeah.
there are two things of just like, you can have this thing of just I feel I've had people have, I don't know if it's an embarrassing crush to have a crush on me, but I
No
feel that
way.
I have had men, flirt with me and it was unwarranted,
That's not embarrassing. That's a
unrequited.
given.
But I've said, and in these times where I kind of would just kind of slip into the conversation that I have a
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
boyfriend, and like
Yeah.
I do drama theater class, and like there's this one guy, like I feel he kind of has a crush on me, so I just slipped into the conversation a few times
Mm,
that I'm living with someone and I love him so much.
yeah.
But other times, in another time in my life, and it may start again, it may happen again, where if I get some attention, I will kind of play with it. It's horrible. It's well, not as horrible, but it's just, I think you go through these stages where you need a bit of validation, and so it's
Yeah.
tough to push somebody away.
Yeah, it could be very awkward for them as well. And I think it's that tension between not wanting to hurt their feelings and not knowing how to say it, and also enjoying the attention and enjoying
Exactly.
the, so you kind of want to have that, in enjoying both worlds of just keeping someone at arm's length and in friend zone, but also enjoying their attention on you and their flirt. Well, I don't know if the flirting, but like the
The
bringing
attention.
them
Yeah, yeah,
coffee in
yeah.
the middle of work, the cooking them a meal, the helping them with different things because you have a crush on them, so you want to help them out. But
Yeah, and I think you want to put the limit somewhere. And also having a crush is fun. I mean,
yeah, it can be very fun.
well, I think we've talked about this before, but as a teenager, and I think still now, I'm boy crazy. Like my
Hmm.
life is an embarrassing crush. Like I always, I've always had to
Yeah.
have my attention set on someone. And I think there were two periods of time where I was just like single and thriving from being single,
Yeah.
in the sense that I didn't want to be in a relationship, but I still had men in the background, like flirting
Yeah.
and being on Tinder, like, and just my life is just an embarrassing crush of just, especially when I was a teenager. I'm constantly just like, okay, who am I in love with now? Type of thing. Who am I setting my affections on now? Um, and and so there were times where I was unhappy with it, and it took me time to kind of just you know transforming transforming the whole I need to be in a relationship into I just want to have a crush on someone and just flirt
Yeah.
and have it not matter. um and I've had situations where it was, we kind of had these weird conversations of like double entendre of, we're not going to get into a relationship, but we're happy flirting type of thing.
Yeah. Those
and
are the
and
funnest.
those are the best. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
the best is being happy in a
Yeah.
relationship or single, but the whole understanding that it's not going to go anywhere, you're not going to sleep with each other. Those are the best things, and you're just you have this understanding of like, this is as far as it's going to get. That's so much fun.
Yeah. I had one, like I'm gonna get back to the other thing because I had another thing to say about that, but you were saying about like having a fun flirtatious crush kind of thing. It happened to me in another place I was working where there was this, I want to say guy, he was a boy. I was like 26, 27, and he was like 20, 21 or something like that. And we just hit it off from beginning. And we were constantly like when we were both working on the same shift, we were constantly talking, we were constantly flirting to the point where everyone thought we were in a relationship.
Mm.
But I feel like we both kind of knew that nothing ever would happen. Not sure if something ever almost happened. I don't think so. I think we just enjoyed flirting, a little bit of touching, caressing, looking, and kind of thing. And then it's just something about that dynamic was just exciting, and it was like it's kind of liberating because you know that you can have this crush without worrying about the drama escalating because you both know it's never going to work.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that was kind of fun. But then you have these embarrassing crushes where it's just I was talking to my friends about it. I was like really feeling like this could happen, and you just kind of drive yourself crazy over it. You're constantly like looking on their Instagram or constantly looking what they're doing and
Or
wondering if they're
updating
thinking about
something. Yeah.
you. Yeah, or just like trying to do things just to get their attention or to seem cooler than you are to make them like you. And so, I mean, there's embarrassing crushes with people you don't even know that has, no impact whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
these
just like for the fun
celebrities
of it.
that, yeah.
There's embarrassing crushes where it's just not really embarrassing, it's just fun little crushes to just have someone to, I don't know, entertain you or just to get you through a dry spell. And then you have these embarrassing crushes where it's like your whole it makes you sort of lose your mind and become this crazy beast that just is suddenly, I don't know, can't get someone out of your head, even though it's like, I don't know, it just like gets you into this mode of like, I don't know. But again, I think it's when someone makes you feel like that, like you're out of control and you're sort of like in a daze around them to the point where you can barely control what you're saying or doing, then that's not the right person for you.
No, no, I completely agree with that. And I think that probably comes with age.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I mean, we all need to have our little
Yeah. Because
consuming crushes when we're younger.
yeah, and I think that they're fun. They can be a bit, I don't know if the word is dangerous, but some might be a bit, obsessive. But I think in general, having these crushes are fine. I was thinking about, have I ever really had a really embarrassing crush, and then it happened. I remembered one where,
Yeah.
so the guy was clearly flirting with me, like it wasn't unwarranted, like not out of nowhere. Um, but he was a stripper.
No.
And so when I was at university, I was part of this sorority.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to cut in here and say we were talking about embarrassing crushes and you couldn't think of anything. It took you time to remember this. I'm
Because
sorry, I had to.
boy
I'm like,
crazy,
I'm trying to.
so many boys,
Oh,
Michelle, so many
so hard to
boys.
keep track already. Yeah.
I mean, because I was trying to think, when I was I had 11, so I don't know what grade that is in the non-French world. That's I had a crush on my maths teacher, but that's hardly embarrassing. I was
Yeah,
11 years
everyone has
old,
a crush on a teacher at some point.
I was just like, that's boring. And then I was thinking, okay, well, then there was this guy in Italy, that's boring as well. But this stripper. So
Ah.
so
Did you
so
know he was a stripper when you went into
oh
it?
yeah. I knew he was a stripper
Okay.
because
Okay.
I was part of this sorority. That so when was this? I was maybe 23, 24. Jesus, time, Anyway, and so I was
Yeah.
at school and part of the sorority, and so many things linked to being with the sorority. But one of the things was they organized this huge party for all of the sisters, and and
Mm-hmm.
so you got involved, and so there was a massage table, and you could have your nails done and cocktails and everything. And a couple of strippers just show up in the at one point in
Oh.
the evening and put on a show. And I've been to a couple because of, bachelorette parties and things like that. So I don't know, I think maybe 2 or 3 times I've been, around male strippers. And this was the closest proximity I've ever had because we were only like 20 or 30 girls, and none of us were the birthday girl or the bride or whatever. So they didn't have instructions to go towards this specific person. And I don't know if you've ever seen strippers, but usually they're like the
Mm-hmm.
mid-ground stripper has an amazing body but not a very nice face. That's the way it is. Anyway,
Wow.
this guy was drop dead gorgeous. Like, if I will find him on
Oh, you
Facebook
have to
and
find.
send him to you. And he was just stunning, and he
Ah,
took a liking to me. And so I don't know. So, and this is when it gets a bit embarrassing because I don't know if he actually took a liking to me, or if he was just, he kind of saw
that
a weak lamb in the
yeah,
herd. He could, you know,
that's his job to flirt with women,
exactly. And he
basically.
and he he spent a lot of time dancing with me, on me, whatever.
Ooh, fun.
It's
Well, at
just,
least you got some fun out of it.
oh yeah, I got some fun, and I just developed this really, really just strange crush on him. So I added him on Facebook and just like, oh, remember me? I
Oh,
always...
remember me.
and it
Oh,
was just, and it was it. I was,
yeah.
yeah,
That,
you can't look at your phone right now, can you?
I can look on my computer, but
I mean, I'll
yeah, that's nice. That's nice. You can cut it out afterwards, so not everyone if you want to, but like, I get it.
provide. Anyway, and I think that's a good embarrassing crush. Not in the sense that it's not a guy, this is a handsome muscular man, but
Yeah,
the kind of the thing that happened in my brain where I kind of thought I had a chance with him, and
yeah,
that I was just this, the one he chose. And anyway, I think
yeah.
I don't know how he chose me on that evening.
Well,
And
I think,
we chatted a
yeah,
bit on Facebook. And he even told me that he had a girlfriend but was like in an open relationship. Anyway, and that kind of
ah,
that's when it kind of all died down.
yeah. And we all have a crush on the idea of being chosen by someone who's very coveted
Yeah,
and who's like, who's just everyone wants, or that guy that you know is unattainable, and we want to be the one who's going to be able to grab him.
yeah,
We have a
yeah,
crush on that concept instead of going to like the healthy, easygoing guy who's not going to make us chase them.
yeah, exactly. Those are boring for a while. We talked about this previously, like, but there's a
Yeah,
stage in our life where these guys
we
are
need
a bit
the
boring.
excitement, we need the threading. I think maybe we need to get it out of our system so when we do find the
Yeah,
person who's gonna we can have that boring stable life where then it's already out and we no
yeah.
longer need to seek it out or create the whole drama and the excitement where there is none.
Hi, Alison, way, way, way in the future from when this was recorded. We are changing the format. We've announced it on previous episodes, and so this is kind of be a bit choppy. So this is just me saying it's a difficult transition, and the rest of this episode is going to be next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, bye bye.